guys, it is April from Getting Hoga With It, and I have my husband Barry with me.
Hello.
We're here to do the Q&A. We asked you guys to ask us questions, specifically about the meaning of life. Not one person asked.
It's pretty terrible.
I mean, we could have solved.
It's true. The secret will remain with us forever, I guess.
Yeah, it's just between you and I, so there's that. But I did think that it would be fun to sit down and go through the questions, so let's get into it.
All right.
Okay, Peggy asks, what kind of work do you both do?
Go ahead.
So I work at a nonprofit organization. I'm like copy editor there and writer. And then I also have a kids magazine that I'm in charge of, which is really fun. So that's me.
Yeah. And I work for Parliament, and I work in finance and procurement.
Joanne asks, Barry, do you mind how many books April fills the house with? My husband and I do not have a forever home yet, so moving with boxes and boxes of books is so challenging.
No, I don't mind, actually. I mean, April's pretty good with her books. She has one room in particular, obviously her little library.
Yeah.
She keeps most of her books in there.
Yeah.
Obviously, you carry around a book everywhere you go, but there's never more than...
There's some in the bedroom.
Yeah, but there's never more than like 2 or 3 like lying around. For the most part, everything is in one area, and then I have my own space. So
yes,
no, I don't
you
mind.
have a little man cave downstairs.
I do, and my books are down there for the most part.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. You have some on your nightstand too.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because
you have lots. Don't get me wrong.
I do have a lot of books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. She also asked, if you both could live in any other city in the world, where would it be?
I think mine's pretty obvious.
I know what yours is.
Yeah, it's definitely Boston.
And the best part is it says, thanks from Boston.
Yeah,
so
fantastic.
basically he wants to live where you live. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for myself, I probably have to say Toronto.
Yeah, right. I was like, what?
I lived in Toronto for 6 months, and no offense to anyone who lives in Toronto, but it was like the loneliest time in my life. And I can't even, like every time we go to visit, even if it's going to see Beyonce or something, there's this part of me that's like, don't do it, April. So, I don't know, maybe overseas, like maybe
I'm surprised you're
somewhere in
thinking
England.
like Vancouver.
I loved Vancouver. I lived in Vancouver for 8 months and adored it.
Yeah.
But I would like to see what living overseas is like.
Sure.
So maybe England.
Like Bath.
Maybe Bath. Bath is very pretty.
Yeah.
Or London. Mona Lily asks, she had a lot of questions. Number 1, how did Barry propose to you?
Oh.
Do you want to tell the story?
I asked. That was how I proposed.
Yeah, he did ask.
It was on Halloween night, actually.
It was?
Yes. April was donning a beautiful muumuu, we'll say. Yes, very, very classy.
Very sexy moment in my life.
Yes. I was leaving for a work trip with a previous job that I had the day after. And so I don't know. I had been sitting on the ring for, I think, 2 or 3 weeks at the time.
And I had no idea.
And we were going to Boston, actually, in...
Like 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks after I came back in November.
Yeah.
And the plan was I was going to propose in the North End. There's a park, and I had kind of all figured out in my head. But I don't know why, I just felt like that
It was a good night. We were having a really good night. We went out to like the pub earlier.
Yeah, we were still living in an apartment, so we weren't doing the whole trick-or-treating, shelling out and stuff.
No.
So anyway, no, it was a good night, and the moment was right, and I thought you might be expecting something in Boston, and I wanted to catch you off guard too. So
yes, and then when we went to Boston, he was like, "This is the area that I wanted to propose to."
Yeah, after the fact.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I remember when you proposed, I remember looking at him and thinking, "Don't look down, don't look at the ring, and then absorb everything that he's saying to you in this moment."
Yeah.
I don't remember anything that he said to me.
No.
I don't remember anything you said.
It's okay. It was beautiful.
I'm sure it was, but I'll never know because I was so focused on not looking at the ring.
Good point.
Okay, she also asked, how many siblings do you have?
I'm an only child. I have 0.
0 for Barry. I have an older sister, Rebecca,
Yes.
who I'm still trying to get on video.
Yes.
She's
much older than you are too.
She's not much older.
No,
she's like
pretty old.
She's 4.5 years older. That's not.
She's a lot older than that.
She's not. She's lying. That's not true. Okay. All right. Jen K asks, do you and Barry have a song? We do.
We do.
And now I'm trying to remember what it is.
Our wedding song.
I know.
Yeah. Wow.
I know.
Apparently
I just
it's really
played
meaningful
it.
to
I just
her.
played it. Beautiful War. It's called Beautiful War
by Kings of Leon. Yes. I'm a huge Kings of Leon fan, and I think I converted April.
Yeah.
And you actually chose that song for our wedding song.
Yeah, it's not like
the traditional.
It's not traditional at all. It's very much about like getting through the hard times, and I thought that would be more helpful for us.
Sure. I mean,
as we age,
it's a beautiful war, but love is got its moments, and it's not always perfect and pretty.
Yeah.
And the song really reflects that. So,
I really love that.
It was a good one.
Was. Okay, I was starting to like answer every single question that everyone wrote, but I don't think we'll get through everything. No. So I think we'll just do one question per person.
Sure.
Okay, so Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals asks, Barry, do you enjoy the hoga lifestyle as well? How do you feel about it when April started implementing it into the home and your routines?
Yeah, interesting. I don't know. I don't really totally understand the lifestyle, I guess. My idea is just I get home from work and I pretty much immediately put the sweatpants on and shirt. Yeah, exactly. But that's about the extent of it for me. I mean, as long as I'm cozy when I get home.
But does it upset you that I like put on candles and?
No, not at all. It smells nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Well, it's cozy in here all the time. So I mean, you definitely. I guess you rock it. I don't know. I mean,
I do rock it. I do. Okay. Oh gosh, this is a hard one. The Lulu Life asked, what book title describes your love story the best? I randomly, like, I haven't looked at these questions.
Yeah.
I randomly have one, and it's Persuasion, because Barry was so persistent with me, and at the beginning of our relationship I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work, and we were just dating for a long time, and you really persuaded me in a lovely way, in like the most romantic way ever. Maybe that one.
Sure. Honestly, I'm like totally I'm at a loss. I have no idea.
Okay.
Sure.
Andrew wrote, as Canadian citizens, do you think of yourselves as subjects of Queen Elizabeth II in England, or do you think of yourselves as under the authority of the Canadian government, or some of both? Do you think of yourselves as being connected to England, or see Canada as a country separate from England?
Well, I guess it's changed for me. I've always kind of looked at it as just Canadian government. But now with my job, the rules practiced every day have a lot to do with the rules that are in place in England and how that was brought over. So yeah, it's interesting. Now I guess I have a different kind of point of view of it. So I feel both of them now.
You feel both?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I need to learn more about Canadian history, because I feel very like separate. Like I don't feel that way at all. But you know so much more now about Canadian history and like Canadian government just generally.
Yeah.
He can school me for sure. So no, I'll have to learn more about that.
Yeah, no, I mean, Parliament, everything at Parliament is, the practices of it is the way it's done in England. It's British Parliament and Canadian Parliament are identical, really.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Simona asked, do you have a place that you love both of you love? What countries would you like to visit? I think we both love Boston.
Yeah, Boston's
That's
great.
an easy one for us. Niagara on the Lake.
That was a beautiful trip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go back there for sure. I loved Niagara on the Lake.
Yeah.
And then we have always talked about going to Greece.
Yes.
Santorini. And like England, Paris.
Yeah.
Miss Misa Bookworm asked, do you guys speak any other languages besides English? I do not, but Barry speaks a beautiful French.
Yes, I speak French.
You grew up French.
I did. I'm a French Canadian.
He's a French Canadian.
Did French schooling my entire life up until after high school.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
And I can order beer in 4 or 5 other languages.
That's always
a priority.
handy.
Yeah.
All I would care about are like, where's the washroom?
Sure.
I feel like that's really important.
Not where is the closest bookstore? Maybe you should
No,
learn
washroom first, because that's a desperation thing. Laura asks, where are you both from? I am from Ottawa. I moved around a lot after for like school and stuff, but I'm from Ottawa, so I'm back home.
And I'm not too far. I'm from Cornwall, Ontario, so it's just about an hour southeast of Ottawa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not far.
No.
Yeah, our long distance relationship wasn't all that long distance.
No.
Like we saw each other every weekend.
Yeah, I mean it's an hour car ride each way, but that's not bad.
That's not bad
That's
at all.
Nothing.
Yeah, people who are from LA right now are like, so.
Yeah.
Oh, Susanna asked, how did you meet and what are little things that make you happy that you met? We met online.
We did.
On a dating website called Plenty of Fish.
Yep.
I had been on that website for a very long time. And then Barry had just gotten on the website, basically. That's right.
You were waiting for me to be there.
Yeah, I was.
I was the catch.
He was the catch. So corny. But yeah, and then we went out on a date.
Well, we chatted for about a month.
We did talk for a long time before we met.
And then, yeah, we met and went on our first date. Yeah, about a month afterwards.
Yeah.
It's good.
It was. We went to a Star Wars exhibit.
Yeah, it was at a museum.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was really good.
It's a good first date, actually.
It was a really good first date. Haneen asks, what's your common interest?
I'd probably say our love for history and learning.
Yeah.
Learning a lot about, like, going to museums and just learning about cities and wars and, yeah, history.
We love wars.
We love wars. Beautiful wars.
No, but I agree. History is our thing. Like, when we go to Boston or a new place, like, we want to go on all of the tours.
Yeah, even like Niagara on the Lake, we went to that old fort, right?
Oh, we loved it. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
So that and movies. We both love movies, but that's very broad.
Yeah. And Crazy Eights.
Oh, yes.
We love Crazy
I have
Eights.
learned to kick your ass in Crazy Eights.
She tries.
Hillary asks, Barry, if you had one, what would your YouTube channel be about?
Probably everything related to Boston sports.
Yeah.
So it would be like a Bruins, Patriots, Red Sox, Celtics channel.
Like the
guess.
history of
no, not even. Just talk sports.
On.
Just like a talk sports.
I wonder if that exists. If there's a community like that on YouTube.
Absolutely.
That would be neat.
Sure.
To look into.
There's some actually in Canada, in particular with hockey. There's a few. Very famous. Some of them have gone on to have broadcasting careers.
Really?
And, yeah.
I of course would never have thought to look into that because that's not of interest to me, but that's neat.
Yeah.
Megan asked, does Barry read as well? If so, do you enjoy the same books?
I read a little bit, but definitely nothing like you. And I wouldn't say we enjoy the same books. We just have different tastes in books.
Yeah, he reads more nonfiction. I like nonfiction, but you read...
Well, I read like a lot of sports histories and biography.
Yeah.
But I mean, there has been a few occasions like Bird Box and a few other books where you were like, you have to, and I have definitely.
Yes, I'm so glad that you did. Jessica asks, best piece of advice for being married?
Happily married though, or like a little more specific?
Yeah. It's close to what is the meaning of life.
Yeah, jeez.
It's close.
A happy marriage.
What is piece of advice for being married. It doesn't say happily. It just says being married.
Being married. Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Do you
That's,
have any?
well, I mean, I think communication is definitely, I would say, the biggest thing to a successful relationship, period.
Yeah.
You know, communication. There's nothing worse than, not communicating, sharing what's on your mind. So.
Yeah. And I think owning up to your crappy things. Like, I apologize to you.
Yeah, way more than I apologize.
Well,
to
because I need to apologize more often, if I'm being honest. I'm much more quick to fly off the handle than Barry is. Yeah. You're a very steady person.
Try.
I'm not a steady person. I'm a Taurus. So you'd think that I would be, but yeah. So I think like owning up to things and calling each other out on their crap, I think is really helpful sometimes.
It can be. Well, that's communication.
I think so. Yeah. Like I like it when you're like, you can't talk to me like that. Yeah. Just calling me out on it. Sure. I think that's good. Sarah, by the way, okay, so it's 0626 Sarah F. She asked me, April, what is your skincare routine?
Did she ask you or she asked us?
No, she asked me. Well, I first need to say that she won the Playster tablet and headphones. Yeah. I pulled her name today. So Sarah, if this has gone up and you haven't already reached out to me, send me an email. So my skincare routine is less complicated lately. I double cleanse for sure, and I usually use a micellar water and waterproof.
You use celery water.
Micellar. No, it's like water, but
I
for
thought you
your
said
face.
celery water.
No, I use celery water. Ooh. It's delicious as well. And then I use like that waterproof eye makeup remover. So I use that, and then I'll cleanse, usually with like a milk cleanser. And then I often use like hyaluronic acid serum, and then just whatever moisturizer I have on hand. That's like my latest thing. Yeah. Very simple, but it can be all over the place. Sometimes I get a little crazy.
None of this folic acid anymore?
Oh, okay. Tina asks, do you ever wish that April would put down the books that she's reading and pay attention to you?
Never. She pays way too much attention to me as it is, so it's a nice break.
Oh, snap. Teresa wrote, what temperature do I set the oven on for a beef pot roast, or is it better in the crock pot? And I would just like to say, I'm a pescatarian, so I have no idea. Good luck. Julie from A Girl in a Book asks, what kind of music do you guys listen to?
Good music. So. No, I'm a huge Kings of Leon fan, as I mentioned. Yeah. Dave Matthews Band is another group. And the Tragically Hip, of course, good Canadian band. Yeah. Those are probably my three.
Those are your three
go-tos.
And I almost exclusively listen to Beyonce, and I'm not joking.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Yeah, like
I do like John Legend, and I like Jay-Z. And
well, you like Jay-Z because he's married to Beyonce.
No, I think he's.
You wouldn't have listened
all
to
sorts
him
of
if
sexy.
it been...
I always listen to Jay-Z.
Even before
his voice. Oh yes,
Ooh.
Forever. His voice is the sexiest voice on earth.
I did forget to mention somebody that I enjoy.
Oh, Rihanna.
Yes.
Yeah. We have a battle all the time.
She's much, much better than Beyonce.
No, that's not true.
Anyway.
Okay. Oh, Chelsea says, I'm getting married soon. Congratulations. Yeah. And she wants to know, what are some of your favorite memories from your wedding?
Favorite memories? It goes by so fast, honestly. It's like you get there and it seems like only minutes later and you're saying goodbye to all your guests. And yeah, I mean, if I could just give a piece of advice, is just to enjoy every moment of it. I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. So just soak it in and be appreciative. And really, yeah, like I can't, again, it just went by so fast. It's a blur.
See, for me, I remember every moment of the ceremony itself meant a million times more. I don't remember the reception very much at all. I remember little snippets of it, but the ceremony itself was so meaningful. Like, I did want the ceremony to be meaningful, of course, and we had the most amazing minister.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
He was amazing, and we had little things that we did. Everyone, we got married in December, and everyone had little bells. So after we got married and it was official, they rang the bells, and as we were walking out, they had candles, and everyone was raising candles to us, and it was really, I don't know, I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
I really
your father's speech was pretty spectacular too.
Oh my God, my
memorable.
dad's speech, he did not prepare for it, and he actually talked about how I had farted in the car on the way to getting married. I was nervous, and so I farted. And he told everyone.
Yeah.
Terrible. Brittany asks, what are some of your favorite date night things to do?
Well, we play cards.
We play cards.
Cards is fun. We do a lot of like crackers and cheese and grapes, and we'll do like a little plate of stuff and munchies.
Yeah.
The odd time we go to jazz.
Yeah, we haven't been to jazz in a long time.
No.
I love going out for dinner with Barry.
That's
like
true.
having a nice dinner out. It's just, that's my favorite.
Yep.
My favorite. Yeah, I would say that's
for sure.
Those with them.
Yeah.
Going to the movies.
Yeah, but it's not. I find going to the movies, you're kind of like just two people staring at a screen.
Yeah, it's not as quality.
Yeah.
I really love quality time.
Yeah.
Ashley asks, April, what are some of your hobbies and interests outside of reading? And truthfully, I don't have very much, if I'm being honest. I really, like, between YouTube and doing this channel and then reading, like, those are my two big loves. I'd say home decorating is a hobby, I guess, if that could be a hobby.
What about your stamp collection?
I don't have a stamp collection.
Maybe you don't want to talk about it.
I do love, like, makeup and all of that stuff, too. But maybe more home decor than anything else would be, like, decorating our house.
Sure.
Would be another hobby. Brittany asks, who is the most picky when it comes to food?
That would definitely be April.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're pretty easy go about everything. But I'm also a pescatarian, so that, just by being a pescatarian, you're more picky because you're like, no thanks, I won't have any chicken or beef or pork.
Yeah.
So there's that.
And I'm like, where's the beef? So
yeah.
No, but I'm pretty, like, I don't eat meat.
You don't eat meat all the time. And also, I can't stand, like, mayonnaise and things that are, like, white. And I just don't do well with that stuff. Like, cream cheese. Spring asked, places you have traveled together. San Antonio.
Yeah, we've done San Antonio.
Boston several times.
Yeah.
Niagara on the Lake.
Toronto.
Toronto.
We did Punta Cana.
Oh yeah, that was where we went on our honeymoon. Or Bermuda in my mind.
Bermuda in your mind, that's right.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I've traveled a lot, obviously, for work. But
for his old job, he had to travel a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And we've only been married a couple of years, so we got lots of time.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah, we need to get on. We really do.
My
mom asked, just wondering, what time are you coming over on Christmas Eve?
That's a good question.
Like 2?
Oh, probably much earlier.
Probably earlier than that.
Who are we kidding?
Sometimes we'll try to go at 2, and then we get like angry emails or text messages from my father. Where are you? What are you doing?
Whenever the first beer is cracked open is the time I will be there.
Yeah. Beer o'clock.
Yes.
Okay, so Sam asked tons of questions. Do you want any more pets? Yes. One day. I don't know if Libby would love a brother or sister dog.
She's kind of.
She's older, and she knows her worth, and she knows that her time.
She's pretty high maintenance too.
She's very high maintenance.
I don't even know if we could fit another one in right now.
No, I don't know either. But we have talked about after Olivia passes away, which will never happen. So probably this will never happen. But after Olivia passes away, we've talked about getting 2 Cavaliers.
It's true.
Like a brother and a sister, or just siblings.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, that's a brother and a sister.
I know, but we could get 2 sisters or whatever.
But still siblings.
Yeah.
Just teasing you.
Oh my god. Oh, what are your tips for surviving winter, specifically seasonal depression with hoga? I understand that. I don't deal with major seasonal depression, but it gets so dark here so early. I say candles all the way.
Take lots of vitamin D.
Yeah, vitamin D actually
really
can
good.
help, but I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. And some seasonal depression is truly serious. Like they need sad lamps, and like it's a true issue for a lot of people. But yeah, I'd say candles. There's something about February. If you go to the grocery store, they have tons of beautiful spring flowers out at that time. Hyacinths. I swear to God, one year I felt like a hyacinth saved my life. But like tulips, daffodils, I start bringing in a lot of flowers in February, March. It's lovely. So that helps when you're like at that point where you're like, why is it still winter?
Yeah.
Did we go through them all?
Yeah, I think you did.
So those are all of the questions that we could go through. A lot of people asked multiple questions, and we just couldn't get to all of them, so I'm sorry about that. But I hope that you enjoyed our little chat and got to know us a little bit better. And we'll see you next time. I think this is the last time you're going to be in one of my videos for
a year, I hope.
No, not a year, but
my Lord.
for this year, for 2018. Not 19. It's not 19 yet.
No.
Anyway, thank you for joining me for so many Vlogmases.
Sure.
We'll see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Ding, diddle, ding, diddle, ding, diddle, ding. Oh no, it's not. It's a Christmas. No.